everyone, welcome to Kairos Moments. My name is Bel Miranda. Kumusta po ang lahat? So right now we're still here in Penang, Malaysia, and we're staying here for almost 1 week. So we praise God for every opportunity sa lahat ng ginagawa niya sa atin, even for the divine connection, divine opportunity, sa lahat-lahat, for the good weather. Maraming salamat sa Panginoon. And sa lahat po na nagsusupport ng Kairos Moments sa ating YouTube, sa ating Facebook page, gayon din po sa ating TikTok account. Thank you so much. And continue to share the goodness of God and continue to testify His faithfulness in our lives. Now, while we are talking about giving, and for this topic ay mabigat-bigat na po yung ating pag-uusapan about sa pagbibigay, and of course our role, our not only responsibility but our response to God. Now, this is for, of course, hahatiin po natin itong topic. Una ay about doon sa tinestify ko, pangalawa ay about sa giver, at pangatlo po ay about sa church naman, sa mga pastor. Now, also sa giver, dito po ang papasok po sa mga nagbibigay. What's the reason why the Lord is giving us, providing us, and using us for the church? That the Lord is sending us to church, una para mag-grow tayo spiritually, and also our pastor is taking care of us. But as the Lord is blessing us, let us not forget the reason why in some or most of my videos, I am always encouraging people to give, to honor God with our service and also our financial. Because let us not forget that everything that we have comes from God alone. It is the Lord who is providing us. Now, the reason why we are giving to God, now some people are criticizing, why do you always ask for 10%? That's so big. Actually, that's very little. That's very little kumpara sa binigay ng Panginoon. At huwag natin kakalimutan na ang Diyos ang unang nagbigay. At susunod, kaya lang ba tayo magbibigay just because we want God to bless us? Of course, I do not want to pretend na dati sobrang I may say that napaka-shallow ng reason. Even ang motive namin ay mali. Why we're giving to God, it's because so that when we give to God, the Lord will bless us. And I forgot that bago pa man kami nagbigay sa Panginoon, pinagpala na kami tayo ng Panginoon. So it is our giving to God is our response, our love for God. It is our response to the kindness and to the faithfulness of God in our lives. So kapag ba tayo magre-response na may pagmamahal, kapag ba tayo magre-response na may kabutihan, na may honoring, I think baka kulangin pa yung 10%. I think baka kulangin pa yung ating sowing. But anyway, for this part, I want to focus on this thing about sa giver, about sa ginagamit at pinagpapala ng Panginoon sa financial, lalo na kapag tayo ay pinadala ng Panginoon, let's say sa isang church. Ito ay minsan hindi natin maunawaan minsan nagkakaroon tayo dito ng confusion. Now, I just realized while I was trying to analyze this thing and also asking the Lord, bakit nagkakaroon ako dito ng revelation, bakit ay ganito ang pinapahayag din sa akin ng Panginoon about giving. Now that sometimes if the Lord is blessing us and the Lord is using us para maging partner ng church, para maging partner ng ating mga pastor, para maging partner ng ating mga leaders, we cannot boast that hey, I am giving to church, hey, I am supporting this church, I am giving what they are asking me, I am giving my tithes, giving the offering, giving the I am sowing. So we cannot boast dahil ang Diyos ang nagbigay. And okay, hindi ibig sabihin na ikaw o tayo o kung sino man pong nanonood ay ginagamit ng Panginoon to support this church, hindi ibig sabihin ay ikaw na o tayo na ang magdidikta sa ating pastor. Remember na ang vision ay magsisimula sa taas. We must know our role. We must know our responsibility. Dapat klaro sa atin why the Lord is blessing us. Did God bless us just only for us? Only for our family? Only for self-interest? Of course not. It's because gusto ng Panginoon maging channel tayo. Pero hindi ibig sabihin ng Panginoon, because the Lord is blessing us with so much financial blessing, even that it's like that increasing our authority, hindi ibig sabihin ay mag-overpower na tayo. We must roll our stand or kung saan lang tayo dito. Let us not go beyond what is written. Doon lang tayo sa pinapagawa sa atin ng Panginoon. At wag nating kakalimutan na ito tayo, ito yung role natin, at ito rin ang role ng ating pastor. And we cannot dictate also to our pastor. We cannot dictate sa mga leader, this is what you should do, this should be the church, this should be the thing that dapat dumadaloy, ito dapat yung mga dapat gawin. Puro dapat. Isipin po natin na ang Panginoon ay nagbibigay ng vision sa ating pastor. Magsisimula po sa ating head, hindi sa atin. We cannot dictate the church. Let us not forget that even if ikaw pa ang pinakamalaki magbigay sa church, ulitin ko, even if ikaw pa ang pinakamalaking supporter sa church, you cannot dictate to your pastor. Let us honor our pastor. Let us honor the man, the woman whom God appointed, whom God assigned to the church to take care of the flock. Hindi pwede tayo mag-take over. Hindi naman yan ang tinawag sa atin ng Panginoon. Tinawag tayo para isa sa maging partner ng church niya. Tinawag tayo para maging katuwang. Tinawag tayo, kung hindi ka naman tinawag magpastor, huwag kang magpapastor. Umact ka na supporter, umact ka na partner. And you don't need to be in the pulpit para lang makilala or para kung ano pa man. All we need to do is to do the will of God. So let us not be confused and let us remain humble even if ikaw pa ang pinaka-malaki magbigay sa church. Continue to do the will of God. Not our own will, not our selfish agenda, but the will of God. Thank you and God bless.